giving away a pair a day in May thanks to Chill Boys. Head over our contest page each day in May for a chance to win a $30 gift card towards a new pair of boxers from Chill Boys. KFAN.com, keyword contest to enter.
Chill Boys is the best. I'm on right now. The best underwear on the planet.
Hell yeah!
That's hot.
Prove it.
Okay.
No, please don't.
He's gonna do
Also, a good time to say the Power Hour is live.
Power Hour's live.
Yeah. Well, I love how he pulled his pants down there and kind of up, but not far enough to where we could actually see.
Well, yeah, I don't
They
want to
were
see that.
actually
Well, you'll
so
see
far.
them later, Parrish.
That's
And
true.
when proving you're wearing Chill Boys, why would you pull your pants down in the front? Couldn't you, turn around and show
turned
Rosie
around.
that it's your?
Yeah, bright eyes.
I mean, he went crotch flash.
Okay.
I'm not sure that's a better option.
You have to be nice to him. He just ate 9 pieces of pizza.
Why are you so mean to me about my weight? You're mean to me about my weight. That should be in my butt. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sensitive about how fat I've got.
You're not fat at all. You're very skinny. You're much skinnier than I am.
No, that's not true.
Or just throw up for a couple days. You lose 7-8 pounds right away. It's
Yeah, you
it's a
lose
perfect
about
way to
7,
lose
8
weight.
pounds. He's right.
What a great message for the kids. Just projectile
Hey, it's Mark
vomit.
Rosen for
Vomit.
bulimia here.
Exactly. Don't eat healthy. Just throw up a couple times.
Yeah, just a couple
Rosie.
times. It's cool.
You want to lose weight? Feel free to purge right after a meal.
No,
Way to
don't
go,
do
Rosie.
that.
Well, you
Do
just
not
said
do that.
You said throw up for a couple
stop.
days and you'll
No,
lose
I
7
was not-
pounds.
Way to go, Rosie.
Not volunteering.
Sounds forbidden to me.
Voluntary.
Voluntarily.
Okay, way to backtrack.
Yeah, correct.
Man, Rosie,
Yes, sir.
I had no idea
What's that?
that you were such a movie star.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, I try not to talk about it.
Yeah, you sure do.
I
you do
know.
your best. but
Jaws was such a big moment for me. And
Well, a little bit later, you're going to hear another one
yeah, all
that you
right.
were in.
I can't wait.
It's called A Few Good Rosens.
Oh, I cannot wait.
The juice is loose.
But right now, we got to do.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Hey,
That's
thanks,
right.
builders and
Thank you,
remodelers.
KFN.com/watch right now. Hi, everybody.
Rosie, we haven't had a chance to talk to you about it yet because you weren't here yesterday, but the Wolves over the weekend swept the Phoenix Suns, and now they move on to face the Denver Nuggets. Game 1 Saturday, maybe with or without Chris Finch. We'll see. He's scheduled to have surgery today on his ruptured right patellar tendon. He's 54 years old. We'll see if he is in the front row, in the second row, in the locker room. We have no idea yet how they're going to handle the coaching moving forward. But as you mentioned, the Denver Nuggets on paper then dominated the Lakers. They won 4-1. But a couple of them were Jamal Murray game winners, one at the buzzer, one with 3 seconds to go. The Lakers played them pretty tough.
They led for most of the game.
Most of the games.
Yeah,
and a lot of
that's-
double-digit leads
right,
that the Denver
right.
Nuggets would come back on. So now both teams, though, extensive breaks before Game 1 on Saturday.
Yeah, Denver in particular needs it. I was hopeful that the Lakers would have found a way to win the game the other night because Denver's hobbling a little bit, and they would have set them back a little bit more. But you know what? You want both teams to realistically be at full strength. There's so many injuries in the NBA playoffs right now, and guys just trying to get through it. Embiid had one of those nights last night, and he's been dealing with everything. But I want to see the Wolves beat Denver at their best, both teams, and I think that's what you want to see. And I think we're going to get that kind of a series. I mean, it feels like it's a championship series. It's the semifinals, but this is the team that Denver fears the most. Mark, their head coach, has talked about it even after last year when the Wolves lost to them, in 5 games. They said the Wolves played them tougher than anybody else. I think they match up pretty well with them. They're rugged. They're physical. They know how to. The Wolves are not going to dominate the offensive boards like they did against Phoenix. What a hot mess that team is when they're stuck with the 3 big stars they have and really nowhere to go, no maneuverability. But Denver's a whole different animal, and it should be the makings of just a tremendous series and one the fans. I'm sure we're going to find out. Just can't wait to go to Target Center. We're going to have to wait till
A week from Friday.
Which is crazy.
That's ridiculous.
But that's just the way the schedule works. I guess we wait that long for an NFL game.
It might
but
not make it back here. We may win it while we're out there.
What, just win it in 2?
Yeah.
What if they
Can we
wave
do
the
that?
white flag and quit?
That might be
What if they meet us and just take their ball and go home?
Yeah, what if they say that's enough? We can't beat this team.
Yeah, then they go back and eat a bunch of pizza and called fat by their
Then,
coworker they love. What if that happens?
Well, Joker's got kind of a dad bod.
He does.
And about a
Player.
3-inch vertical, but he's unbelievably good.
Yeah, he sure is.
He might be the definition for this series of the you can't stop him, you can only hope to contain him. That's why everybody that's talking about this team finding a way to beat Denver is talking about containing Jamal Murray. You don't let Michael Porter Jr. or Aaron Gordon beat you. You got to have the Joker's probably going to have 3 triple doubles. You just can't have Jamal go for 40.
Yeah, He's so awkward looking many times when
I'll
he's
say that
out
to his
there.
face.
I would. And I think a lot of players do, but
Looks
he
like Drew
just
from Despicable Me.
gets the job done night after night after night with so many aspects of his game. But I like the matchups that the Wolves have. And, Rudy's going to probably deal with a lot of foul trouble. And they got to try to keep him in the game as long as possible. I don't know if they're going to alternate with Cat on him or Jade McDaniels. They have options. Even Luka, if he has to get out there and get 3 fouls on he pushed him around in one game here where he got a little more confident as the game went on. So they have options, and that's what this Wolves team does have that they just haven't had before. A lot of quality depth.
They're all tall.
Would you trade Naz Reid for the Joker?
You answer the question, Mark.
Rosie?
Would I trade?
Yeah.
Let me think. Yes. Let me think about that. Yes.
You would? Oh, man, you just pissed off a lot of Naz Reid fans.
Yeah, Parrish,
Tell Parrish and Haku Naz Reid.
So Naz Reid's on our team.
Okay.
The Joker's on the other team.
He's a very popular guy here in town.
Well, Rosie wants to get rid of him for the Joker, I guess.
Well, that's not very nice, you,
Todd
Rosie.
McGraw
That's
loves him.
terrible.
Who's Todd
Bad
McGraw?
business.
I thought it was Tug
business decision.
McGraw.
The Philadelphia 76ers were down 3-1 and down 6 points with 28.2 seconds to go. And then Tyrese Maxey from the epic podcast Maxey on the Mic, where he'll talk about travel, fashion, who knows.
Do you know that he also has a reality television show?
No,
What's it called?
It's about his apartment. It's
His
called
pad,
Max's
yep.
Pad.
Yep, his pad, yep. Yep. Who knows?
Who watches that?
What is
Chris does. I saw that joke.
Every hockey male.
Tyrese Maxey scored 7 points in the final 25 seconds.
That's pretty good.
Including a 4-point play. The Knicks' strategy
He
down the
also
stretch
has a
made
show
no
about
sense.
his haircut, Corey.
Oh, yeah. What's it called?
Maxie's Flow. I can't think of any others.
it.
What's it on?
Television. My God. Oh, dear God, dude. Here, one last slice.
Maxey had 46, Embiid had 19, 16, and 10. He had a triple-double, almost a quadruple-double because he had 9 turnovers.
What?
Yep.
He did.
So the Knicks are up 3-2, but man, if they come back and blow this series,
Oh, boy.
a 6-point lead with under 30 seconds to go, and you blow it.
Wow, man.
Oof.
In New York.
Whoops.
At the Garden.
In front of Ben Stiller and Tracy
not
Morgan.
that.
Yep.
Yep.
Spike Lee.
The series that no one is
Lombardozzi.
talking about because no one cares about it. The Cavs won 104-103 over the Magic. Cleveland up 3-2.
Yeah, it's true.
And then the Bucks stayed alive. The Drunken Scotty's still playing despite not having Dame Lillard or Giannis Antetokounmpo. They still found a way to blow out the Pacers. The Pacers were something like 4.5-point favorites on DraftKings because they didn't have Lillard or Giannis to face. But how about that? The Bucks just dominated behind Portis and Middleton. They each scored 29. So Indiana up 3-2. Paul, your hands up.
Can Hockey and Parrish name 3 people that have ever played for the Pacers?
No, I'll bet you Caniac they can't.
I don't think they can either.
I bet you they can't name 2.
Probably
Bet you Caniac they can't name 2.
maybe 1.
I think they can get 1.
All right, I bet they can get 2.
Caniac?
Yeah.
All right. You guys got to give us a final answer. Nobody say anything. Nobody react. Lock in an answer. 1 gets you nothing. 2 gets Paul a Caniac.
Obviously, we both got the one guy,
Yeah, the one.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah, I was thinking him too.
But, man,
I honestly, God, I have no clue.
I'm going to throw a name, and you tell me if it feels good, okay?
No one react. No one laugh. No one react.
Okay.
Okay, you tell me if I'm wrong.
By the way, let's just stop here for a second. Reggie Miller is correct. That was the one we all thought you had a shot at.
Yep.
It all comes down to this.
Is Giannis Akimbo, or whatever his name is he Pacer? Giannis Akimbo?
No, and the only reason I know this is literally when they just got my attention to start listening, they said something about him at the Bucks.
What about, did Gary Payton ever play for them? Seems like that
I'm not
jersey
really
color.
sure who Gary Payton is.
I think he played basketball. Hold on, let's not quit yet. Let's not give up on this. It's gonna spring into my mind in a minute. Reggie Miller tosses the ball to. I got nothing.
I can't even picture their uniform.
Reggie Miller tosses the ball to. Reggie's throwing it to. Gary Payton's the only name I could think of.
I'm not joking. Not a single name or face or anything is coming to mind that's played for Indiana.
Reggie Miller and Gary Payton. Final answer.
The glove did not play for the Indiana Pacers. Give me that chicken. No slaw, extra toast.
Tell me a
beer,
name we
Diet
should have
Coke,
known.
that's fine.
Rick Smits?
No,
Not
they
a
don't
clue.
know. They don't know.
Who the heck is
Rick
Rick
Smits? Who's Brick Smits?
Tyrese Halliburton?
Yeah, they don't know who Tyrese Halliburton is.
Halliburton?
No, Tyrese Halliburton
Not a
plays
clue.
for him now. You don't know.
I know what a
that name.
Halliburton is.
They don't know Danny Granger. I'm trying to think who they would even know.
See,
Who's an obvious
have
Pacer
they
that
ever
would
won a
know?
game?
I honestly.
Not a well-recognized name.
I grew up in
The
Indiana.
only reason I just
Right.
remember Reggie
I thought-
Miller destroyed New York at some point.
Well, if you remember from the viral video,
Sorta got
Reggie
I've seen
Miller.
that highlight out in New York a million
Chris,
times.
you remember this?
Choking sign.
When
Yeah,
you were doing
that
Reggie
one.
Miller passes to, you might remember Reggie Miller passes to the man, and boom goes the dynamite.
We would have accepted the
We
man.
would have accepted the man.
Damn it. That's what I was trying to think of. I was trying to think of who he said. He never said.
Oh, man. Yeah, Chuck Person, you probably don't remember.
The Rifleman.
The Rifleman.
Yeah. Played here.
The Rifleman?
That's what his nickname was.
Really?
who
That's
else?
a great nickname.
Yeah, it is a great
That's
nickname.
a group for
Paul
Heck, yeah.
George.
I like the C words in
Yeah,
man, too.
Paul
Whoa,
George.
whoa, your mic's
Yeah.
on.
All right, anyway. Caniac for me. Thanks, Sauce.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
No slaw, extra
Extra
toast.
coleslaw, no toast.
Other
I'll
way
take the
around.
slaw.
Whatever.
God, it's rabbit puke.
Can
Get
they,
it out of there.
Can they
just
name
don't say
two
puke
players
again.
that play for Denver currently?
This is more of just was he even listening? Because we
Your
just
segment.
named like four of them. I don't know. I don't think they would get the second one. I don't want to gamble chicken. I just want it.
I don't.
Yeah.
I was not listening.
I wasn't either.
Can they name one?
I wasn't.
Yes,
yeah.
they can name one.
Not the real name. They can get the nickname.
Yeah,
Who plays for Denver?
the Joker.
The Joker.
Dr. J.
What's his real name? Though? What's his real name?
What's his name? The Joker?
Giannis
Jokic.
Kukumbo.
Yeah, Giannis. Yes.
Jokic. Jokic.
Jokic. What's his first name?
Jokic.
Jokey Jokic.
What's his first name?
Okay, wait, give me a sec.
Rhymes with Gary.
Nikolai.
Yeah. Close enough.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those hockey
that.
players.
Look at that.
I can't believe all those hockey player names.
We would've given
roll
you
off
that.
the
Oh, those
tongue.
are a piece of cake.
Yeah.
I'd
lot
love a
of-
piece of cake.
So it's
What kind of cake?
Birthday, the best kind.
Yeah, you are correct.
Ice cream cake.
yes.
That's pretty
That's
good, too.
fine,
That'd
too.
be a close second.
Ice
Every time I
cream
put on a
cake
hockey game,
always
the
wins.
name Marchessault. He's on there.
Marchessault, yeah, Jonathan Marchessault is a beast
all
in the playoffs.
the time.
He's always. It's
Doesn't matter
amazing. He
if-
plays. He is going to sign an enormous ticket this year with
Is he?
somebody. Yeah, because he's. They brought in Hurdle. He's a little bit younger to take up more or less his $6 million contract. So he knows that he's gone after this year. He's got a chance to go back to back with cups, and he has been a major piece in those playoff runs too. So yeah, he is going to sign
That's a
somewhere
type
for
of player
big
the Wild
dollars.
need to get 2 years from now.
Speaking
yeah,
of the
exactly.
Wild, may I?
Please.
Calder Trophy finalist announced.
Yes.
Brock Faber's one of them. But he's Connor Bedard's going to win, right?
Yeah, God, I hope not. I really hope not. Honestly, I hope that the voters don't get the shiny new toy. Obviously, yeah, he's the superstar. He's the next one. He's got an incredible release. He is going to be an all-star for God knows how many years in a row. But who had the best rookie season? In my opinion, there's no doubt it's Brock Faber for what he had to do. The role he had to play, the role he was forced into playing, more or less. It didn't even matter whether it was the coach that wanted him to play. He with the injuries that happened, all these guys, Brodeen and Spurgeon especially, he's sitting there. We're hoping that he's going to play next to, and he's going to learn from them this year, and he's going to make his rookie mistakes. And within 15 games, he was in our top pair, and he stayed that way for the rest of the year. He goes on to play the power play, QB the power play. Never played a moment of power play in college. I mean, the bigger his role got, he just got better with it. He literally stepped up to the plate every single time, and he just played the most consistent hockey by far of everyone on the team, and he had the best rookie year by far.
Here's the question for you, though. This is not for me because I know the answer. This is an emailer emailed this question in to booth at loveladies.com. Who votes for this? Like reporters or
reporters? Yeah,
okay,
like
cool.
there's.
See, the problem is with that. If you don't mind me interrupting, I'm sorry.
Please do.
I don't know anything about anything. I just did what most of the reporters are going to do. Looked at the numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
And Bedard's going to win if they base them on the numbers.
They didn't watch a lot of Wild.
And that's the problem is they didn't see a lot of Wild games, because of the season the Wild were having. But yeah, the small market teams, and we're considered a small market when it comes to that fact for sure.
We're growers.
The amount of people that actually saw Brock Faber. Hopefully, the Wild did a lot of PR. I'm sure they blasted all kinds of emails and videos and as much as they could to the voters and everyone. And there are, former players in there too. I can't remember the exact criteria of becoming a voter. But yeah, like there's like Mike Johnson since he's in the media, like I think I could actually go for it, but there's some players that are in the media who can get a vote kind of to stave that off. Because a lot of the players were so sick of that. That I know, like Mike Johnson, I think Kevin Weeks. There's a couple of guys out in the NHL network that vote because they were so irritated of non-hockey minds making that decision for the exact fact that you said.
Well, then you're going to hate this because that exact process is true because columnists can also apply. So Lavelli Neal III has voted for Connor Bedard.
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah,
of course he did.
Voted for
Of course he
Bedard.
did. I heard Russo did too.
Yeah, they both did, but specifically Lavelle.
Russo also passed away.
And Dave Schwartz.
People die every day. I just got this. Minnesota's going to host the 2024 Professional Women's Hockey League draft next month. How about that?
That's awesome.
The league announced Saturday that the draft will be held in the state of hockey. Though details about the date, the time, and location are yet to be finalized. The PWHL is in its first season, and the Minnesota team is currently third in the 6-team league. I just took for granted we were dominating.
It's a good league. I mean, there's only 6 teams, obviously. So yeah, the original 6. I love that they did that.
I love that. Yeah,
it's the PWHL all over. All 6 hometowns were amazing. The support that they got everywhere, and I hope this is traction that they just continue to build on because you hear what's really cool now is you hear. The girl hockey players, young girl hockey players on the team, or my daughter's high school team. Now they want to be Taylor Heisey instead of Kuro Kaprizov, right?
That's the best, yeah.
It's really, really, really cool. I love it, and I hope it just continues to grow.
When I went to my mental health place in Canada, I don't know is there a team in Calgary? Do you know?
No.
Okay, let me tell you, they are huge fans of the PWHL up there. Every local news channel was reporting on the results for the games. Yeah. It was super cool to see. And I didn't think they had a team up there. They did not. I bet they do soon.
Oh, yeah,
Calgary.
for sure.
Gosh, they love hockey in Calgary.
Yeah, and
you know what else they love? Lacrosse.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Calgary's a really cool city.
Yeah, it's a great
Calgary.
city.
Oh, if you're going to go to Calgary, either one, go while the Flames are in the playoffs, or go during the Stampede.
Well, don't tell me what to do.
I will.
That's hockey, I think.
You're going there, and you're going there now, Mr. Hockey.
I loved it, man. I went to Banff. I went to Lake Louise. It's just beautiful up there, man.
They were really ahead of the times. They were there for I was there for the Winter Olympics, and they had light rail transit. I remember the whole big Minnesota contingent that was there studying something that was so far in the future for Minnesota, but they were looking at Calgary, how far ahead they were in mass transit and what they were doing.
What a story, Mark.
I was waiting for that. I want to hear my movie.
When we come back.
We'll do that when we come back. We have Timberwolves tickets to give away.
Story, Mark.
We have Wolves tickets to give away when we come back as well, and headlines more of the 8 o'clock hour. The Power 10 Morning Show live on the Fan. Like the listeners were paying closer attention than I was because I was like, hey, we're going to give Timberwolves tickets away. And then you guys said, we already gave those away. So I wasn't even listening for the song that I was telling people to listen for. But they played the song and they gave the tickets away.
That's right. I already did. Yeah. Thank you.
Completely missed it.
No, it's okay.
But they were listening. See?
That's
good for the listeners.
And Brent, one more time, tell everybody why we were giving away those tickets today.
Well, you don't want to miss out on the amazing electric atmosphere at Target Center when your Timberwolves take on the Nuggets in the Western Conference semifinals. Tickets for games 3, 4, and 6 go on sale today at 11 a.m. You can secure yours today at timberwolves.com/tickets. But we gave away 3 pairs this show. If you blinked, you missed it for Game 3. And there's a couple more tickets available during 9 to noon.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's more tickets today here on the Fan.
Hell
the
yeah,
home of
man.
the Timberwolves, the Wild, the Vikings, Gopher football, and everything else you care about.
Thanks,
Look at the
Irish
Twins.
hockey.
But I do love the Twins. You know? I was listening to Guernsey interviewing the guy that we love from the Twins
Corey
podcast.
Provis?
Yeah, good dude, man.
Great guy.
Love that guy.
He's dead.
We'll see if Valley
People die
Sports
every
will be rerunning Beavis and Butthead at 1 o'clock today.
Honestly, no offense to the Twins.
Yeah.
Way better programming choice.
Especially with the video.
When I watch Bally's, I watch it for the World Poker Tour.
Right.
And
Marnie and Mark.
yes.
But I definitely would prefer Beavis and Butthead over some fishing show, hunting show,
Yeah. That's
golf
not gonna
show.
Dolph on golf?
You mean
There's a
Dorf?
Dorf on golf,
If
yeah.
Dolph Lundgren
Yeah,
wanted
wow.
to start golfing, I think we want to see how far he could hit
You'd
it.
watch it.
I'd want to watch at least one drive just to see if he could grip it and rip it.
Who's going to drive you?
I would hope he'd swing as hard as he possibly could.
You know he would crush it.
Rosie swings hard.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Good Lord.
You do, buddy. You're a good golfer. Hey, a couple things real quick. I know we got bits to do. I got to remember these things, though.
Okay.
This is for you, Roser. Number 1, Vivian Lee. You know who that is, right?
The
Gone
actress?
with the Wind. That's exactly right. Yeah. Do you know who Carla Gugino is?
I know the name.
Yeah.
I don't
You would know her face. She's
Right.
Spy Kids mom. She's been in all the scary shows on Netflix, like the one about the where the Raven. Anyway, she's going to play Vivian Lee in a movie.
Oh, no kidding.
She's perfect.
About her life
About
story
her life,
or Gone with the Wind
exactly.
specifically?
She was,
Okay.
yeah. That'd be cool.
Frankly,
That'd be an
I don't
interesting
give a
thing.
damn.
I know you don't. A different movie, but still, you still don't give a damn.
No.
Even if it's a different movie. That's number 1. Number 2, I legitimately could go on and on about this. I know, Saucy, you could as well. One of the best limited series television shows I've ever seen in my life. One of the most difficult to watch, well acted. I had no idea what was coming. It almost broke me in half to watch it. Baby Reindeer on Netflix.
Yeah. It's the number 1 show on Netflix.
I'm glad I didn't
I think
watch
it's
it.
100%.
I was going to watch that.
Mark, you need to. Perry.
Okay.
You need to.
Can you give me a 15-second
Yeah, I'll just say there's a guy who's being stalked by a lady. It's based on a true story.
Whoa.
The guy who stars in it was the guy who's actually stalked in real life.
What?
It's man, I got to tell you, without going into details that I that are way too deep to go into on radio.
I'll
But
look into it.
it is very much the story of my life in a lot of ways. And I can't even believe after coming back from this this thing I did for my my own wellness to go to Canada and kind of get my brain in order for the last hopefully 30 years or so in my life. I get back and I turn on this series and it's like watching somebody.
No kidding.
Yeah, I can't believe it, but it's the
Baby
most
Reindeer?
It's a tough
Baby
watch.
Reindeer. It's tough. I'm not saying it's not, especially episode or 3 or 4. Which one was the tough one? 4. Episode 4 stuff. But I'll say that in the last episode, there's some of the most poignant moments in the history, and the next to last episode. His falling down moment is one of the best moments I've ever seen on any series, on any television show.
It's
And it may be because it hits me so hard. I don't know, but
it's incredible. It just is. The
it's so
last, the ending of it is perfection.
it's perfection. Thank you.
looking it
I
up right
couldn't
now.
agree more.
I've never seen something end so perfectly.
So there is going to be a sequel, though, according to Netflix. The second season is going to be called Preteen Reindeer.
Oh, is that right? Well, that's going to be much more interesting.
Yeah,
I would say,
Tween Reindeer.
Yeah, right.
I've been watching Michael Douglas play Benjamin Franklin, so maybe I should switch over.
For the person online who's on the KFAN.com/watch right now, a Great Northern 70. No, it's not because I had a stalker. No. Not for
Okay.
that reason.
Okay.
Thankfully, not yet.
Well,
And good, by the way, good morning, Zach Halverson,
yeah.
who's
In France.
He's in France.
Naked
Rosie.
ladies dance.
Zach's going to the Arc de Triomphe. He's going to the that Vegas hotel lookalike thing. He's going to Normandy Beach. He's doing the whole bit, man.
Yeah, right.
Zacho.
Yeah, have fun, Zacho. Oh, yeah, he says good
Omaha
morning.
Beach in Normandy.
Yeah.
The whole bit.
Yeah, we were talking about doing that, Roser. Someday,
Yeah.
you've been there once already, haven't
I
you?
have. Yeah, I took my kids
interesting.
there 97, 98, something like that. Yeah.
That was the Limp Bizkit baby boom.
Yeah, that's how they win.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Keep rolling.
Well, look at that
Life-changing.
picture of Zacho.
All the way to
now on
France.
KFAN.com/watch. Boy, that's incredible. I can't believe that's him. I don't know how long ago that picture was taken.
Zach?
That's incredible.
That's ESPN.
All right, so we were talking about Baby Reindeer and
Baby
other
Reindeer.
things. Those are TV shows.
Those are TV shows.
People love TV, but they also like film.
There's a very special movie that did decently well. Had a couple of guys who had a bit of an acting career, and it called A Few Good Men.
Oh.
Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve Lombardozzi.
Yep,
Zach gave it
Lombardozzi.
0 thumbs up because it wasn't what he thought it was going to be about.
Yeah, Tommy hates that film.
But there's a famous scene where he's like, "You don't know what happened," or
Right.
whatever this
You can't
line
handle
is.
it.
Yeah.
You
Right.
don't know what happened.
Yeah, right.
You just had lived that line.
I wasn't in the movie.
True. I guess.
Who was?
Rosen was originally, but Rosie, again, you've been cast in so many movies and then cut out of them.
I don't
Jaws, Pulp
Right.
Fiction,
Emmanuel.
Manual in space.
and the movie was originally titled "A Few Good Rosens."
What?
Yeah,
Happened.
and here's that iconic scene.
Oh, boy.
That was your big break.
Did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question.
I would do that.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
You can't get to the engine without looking under the hood.
Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns.
Sounds easy.
Who's gonna do it? You?
That is an option.
I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
Got to do it.
You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines.
I can.
You have that luxury.
I do.
You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall.
Work it.
We use words like honor,
Pounder.
code,
Flick.
loyalty.
But
We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something.
then what?
You use them as a punchline. I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
The Beaver.
I did the job. Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did.
I was watching a racy Tarzan movie. Well, you know, that's a weird reference.
He said he ordered
Crazy.
it.
I ordered it
What
online.
you were doing.
Marino Sullivan looked hotter than hell back then.
I followed it.
Maureen O'Sullivan?
She played Jane.
I followed that. That was great.
Maureen O'Sullivan.
I thought you were still talking about A Few Good Men. I thought her name was
Same.
Marine.
Yeah.
O'Sullivan.
That's what I was confused
You're
about
right.
as well.
It did sound that way. That kind of a reference. That should not have been edited out.
I agree. Let me hear it one more time.
Did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question.
I would do that.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
You can't get to the engine without looking under the hood.
Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns.
Sounds easy.
Who's gonna do it? You?
That is an option.
I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
Got to do it.
You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines.
I can.
You have that luxury.
I do.
You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall.
Work it.
We use words like honor,
Pounder.
code,
Flick.
loyalty.
But
We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something.
then what?
You use them as a punchline. I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
The Beaver.
I did the job. Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did.
I was watching a racy Tarzan movie.
Why did you have to add that?
Because he wanted him to
felt
know
like,
he
you
was
know-
not there when it happened.
No.
Yeah, it seemed like you just weren't paying attention to the trial.
I
There were
was
meat sauce in it.
mentioned poor Santiago. And
What a story, Mark.
That's such a good film.
that scene by the great Jack.
Yeah,
Man,
that
oh,
scene
man.
is so good. That's why Jack Nicholson's the best.
Yeah,
That's why he's the best.
he's incredible.
Yeah, I love him. So there you go. Well done, Rosie. I'm
Thank you.
sorry that they keep cutting you from the movies.
I don't know. I'm very upset about that.
We all
When I
are.
hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Rose, that they cut you out. You were great.
Coen
in it.
Brothers didn't hire me, and that got cut out. You know,
Yeah. Well, it's not over.
nope, never say that.
Not over. Headline time?
We're going to cast you in headlines.
Now it's time for headlines.
Headlines brought to you by our friends at Wolf River Electric. Go solar. If you want to get turned on, Rosie, and I know you do. You want to get turned on? Go solar with Wolf River Electric.
I love seeing their billboards everywhere. That's very cool.
Yeah,
Very
just
clever.
want to
Well
get
done,
turned
everybody.
on. Get it?
Yeah, yep. It
Doesn't like
catches
the
my
energy
eye.
and the power,
Yeah.
but then it's a double entendre.
I'm like the guy in that one television show that keeps following the guy with the honk if you're horny. bumper
Exactly.
sticker. Every time I drive by those billboards, I go, yes!
If your kid says there's a monster under the bed or in the walls,
Right.
you just say little Billy, little Susie, little Johnny, whatever. Like there's no such thing as monsters. Go back to bed, or I'm going to kill you.
Oh, something like
I
that.
think that may be
A
an
little dark,
overreaction.
but sure. I guess that's kind of what we do.
Well, a 3-year-old in North Carolina kept telling her mom she heard monsters in her bedroom wall. So the mom did what
Every
moms
mom
do
would
and say, okay, little Susie, it's fine.
Yeah.
Turned out the 3-year-old kid was not losing her mind. She was hearing 60,000 bees.
Oh,
dear
my
God.
How do they just...
Okay,
Well,
that's...
They figured out she wasn't just hearing things, and they called exterminators. It's been taking them a while to get them out, but about 60,000 bees is
Hope
what
they were able to
the
save
kid was
them.
hearing.
Yeah, don't we need them elsewhere? Transplant
Not in the
those
walls.
bees.
This has not happened to me yet, but some iPhone alarms have mysteriously stopped working.
Someone?
Yeah, I noticed that this morning, as a matter of
Yeah, it
fact.
says iPhone alarms have
stinking
mysteriously
iPhone.
stopped working.
That's the
Some.
worst.
Alarms?
That's
Yes.
the only alarm I have.
Yeah,
It's the only one I have too. Which is
Wonder why.
that's a great built-in excuse for the next couple of weeks. If I just want to sleep in, I'll just tell Chad, "Hey, I have an iPhone. My alarm didn't go off.
No.
Blame Steve Jobs. Blame
Chad,
Maybe it was just a dream that I shut it off and went back
Maybe.
to bed. I know it just never went off.
Don't know.
These cyber attacks have gone too far.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Be late for work.
Today is National Interpreter Appreciation Day.
Speaking of
Take
that,
one to a casino.
Yeah. I had an article that I read this morning.
Was it the $7.9 million he gambled at a casino?
What's that?
Did you see that story?
Yeah, the Otani interpreter.
Oh, I was just talking about that during the break. Yeah.
Yeah, the series of $500,000 payments
Oh, my.
the guy sent from Shohei Ohtani's bank account to an illegal bookmaking operation were forwarded to California and Las Vegas casinos, where the money was deposited into gambling accounts, converted into playing chips, and later cashed out to pay the bookie.
How about
Paul,
that?
your hands up.
Does Parrish know what team Shohei Ohtani currently plays for?
Bet you Kaniak he does.
Yeah, he does.
He does not.
You think so? Yes or no? You in or not? I'll bet you Kaniak he knows.
He does not. I'm in.
So you're in?
Yeah.
Who does he?
Dodgers.
Yes!
Oh my gosh!
Even have to
Saucy.
wait.
I'm a baseball fan.
To make that Kaniak.
Yeah, of course you can do
No
that.
slaw, gross. No slaw, extra toast with a, let's go Diet Coke.
I owe you $6.
It's like 6, yeah.
Yeah.
When are we going to just pay up, though? Because
Well,
we
let's
have this
go
running
sometime.
total.
We can go.
Wait a
whenever
minute.
you
Part of the
want.
deal is I have to go with you?
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't force him to do that. That's not part of the
I
deal.
thought you were just going to give me like a
Well,
gift card or
Hog's Daddy
something.
will pay for it.
You lost the
Will
bet.
you pay for it, Hawk?
Yeah, of course I will. Who
Yeah, he
cares?
doesn't care.
Man, I won 2 of them this morning.
Yeah.
And the show ain't over.
Did Hawk know who he played for?
Doesn't matter.
I
You
did.
asked if Parrish did.
I did. Yes, I did.
Who's he played for?
How come you don't have faith in Parrish?
The Lodgers.
The Lodge.
I can see why.
All he does is win initials.
Yeah.
Dude's
I
red
love
hot.
Parrish.
And watch hockey.
Yep. A robbery
Parrish, my
suspect
guy.
in California was arrested on Monday after allegedly threatening a restaurant employee with what? This is guessable.
A salmon.
A chicken.
A robbery suspect in California was arrested on Monday after allegedly threatening a restaurant employee with a...
Chicken.
Ham sandwich.
Is it chicken?
It's not a food.
Okay.
And obviously it wouldn't be a gun. I wouldn't be having...
A frisbee.
A plate.
Spoon.
A smooch.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
This is a weapon.
Don't threaten me with a kiss.
A butter knife.
You're technically the closest.
Spatula.
The spatula. That's a good one.
One of those
Sword is the right answer.
Wow.
Brett got it.
Dang it. I wasn't going that
Butter
heavy.
knife is the closest. You just got to make it a lot
It
bigger
must be
than
a little
that.
bit bigger, yeah.
A sword.
Yep. That's next level.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
What's always bothered me about bad heist teams is that they don't think it through. This is a guy willing to try to rob a restaurant with a sword.
Sword.
That means he just saw a sword at his house and said, forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably went to
I'm
the,
going for it. I don't think he thought this through.
This is my
Probably went to
family now.
Renfest.
Yeah.
Bought one of those
Maybe.
badass
Renfest,
swords.
Wales, right,
Pretty
Hawk?
cool, man. Pretty cool.
Still
Did
never
you
been
buy
to
that
it.
pirate coat?
I never did, no.
You should this year. This is your year.
I probably will.
I don't have details on this, and I had not read this online until this morning. But how about this? The U.S. will require automatic emergency braking on new vehicles within the next 5 years, and officials say it could save hundreds of lives a year.
Yeah, this is
Believe it.
interesting.
A lot of cars obviously have that already,
Right.
right? The auto brake.
Yeah.
But now it's going to require that all vehicles have it within the next 5 years.
I think the ones that do have it now, it is an option you can turn
yeah,
off. Though.
you can turn it on or
Yeah,
off.
right.
Why would you not want the auto brake if you're going to slam into
Because
somebody?
you like to party.
for those of us in a hurry,
Yeah, right.
Sometimes it doesn't give us enough room to maneuver.
For those of us who like to draft on 169.
394.
How fast are you going?
As fast as I want to.
None of your business.
Yeah. He likes partying.
I like to party.
So you guys heard about that emergency slide that fell off the Delta 767 the other day, right?
Sylvester.
Yeah. The electric slide.
A lawyer who was already suing Boeing discovered the slide when it washed up near his home.
That's not true. Is that right?
Come on.
Get
How about
out
it?
of
That's
here.
super cool.
Odds?
That's
Never tell me the odds.
no.
Apparently-
He got a hold of that somewhere. How he got a hold of that
I don't believe
somehow.
that.
He got a hold of that somehow, and that's what. Oh yeah, it just washed up on the beach. I don't know how I got a hold of it.
How about that?
Damn it, Rosie, I can't remember. What is that from? Never tell me the odds.
That's Han
Indiana
Solo.
Jones.
Han Solo.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Han
that's
Solo,
it. Thank you.
Is it Han Solo?
Yeah.
Mr. Han?
Bumble.
Yes, sir.
Bumble's Bounce. We know that. Bumble's Bounce. But also the app, the dating app. The big thing with Bumble over the years has been that women have to reach out first. So the creep factor was low because you couldn't just get bombarded with a bunch of dudes going, oh, God, yes.
I know.
Right? The women had to reach out to the men. It was a little less intimidating. Well, it's been hinted for months that it was going to flip, and now it has. Bumble is now letting men make the first move. There's a new feature called Opening Moves that lets female users set a prompt which guys can respond to. Tell me that this isn't the worst idea ever. Check this out. Their example that Bumble uses, the prompt would be like, what do you like about my profile?
Oh dear God.
Oh boy.
Can you imagine the answers to that?
Creepiest answers you'll
Sauce,
ever
give me an example. If somebody says, what do you like about my profile? What are some pervs going to say?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
No, not
Why
one
would
of
they
them's
say
going to
that?
say that.
Why would they say that?
That's
What is
Probably
that
going
what
to say
pervs
something
do.
gross along
The beaver.
Yeah, Rosie's right.
Nice, bad, nice hoots.
Gosh.
Touch it.
See,
No, they probably come up with all those cornballish lines.
Like?
Touch it?
Rosie, no offense, you haven't been on dating apps because
I have not.
cornballish lines like "you're the only 10 I see"
Yeah,
is not
right,
what happens
right.
on dating
They're not
apps.
doing that.
It's just you send them D-pics and you hope you get a response.
what'd you say, Corey? What
Man,
do they call
I
this again?
completely missed the boat on this.
It's called Opening Moves.
Man, see, when I completely misunderstood what they were talking about because I wrote in Fingertip Scooch. Well, that's my opening move.
How? That's your opening move?
Yeah.
And since Zach isn't here, I'll do it. Fingertip Scooch also playing the Fillmore on Sunday. Ty Burrell from Modern Family is going to star in a comedy detective series produced by Bryan Cranston.
He's so good.
That should be
Bryan
great.
Cranston,
A couple
cool.
of big names.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
He's terrific.
Put Cranston in it too, right?
I bet.
Do both.
I bet.
Tonight on ABC, a very frustrating show as much as I love it. The second season premiere of Jeopardy Masters. Like I've told you in the past, if you want to feel super smart,
Right.
you watch Celebrity Jeopardy, then you just crush. You want to feel like, all right, I know a little bit about the world, you watch regular Jeopardy. Once they get to Jeopardy Masters, even the easy questions,
Wait.
you're like, I have no idea what's happening.
Who qualifies for that? I watch Jeopardy almost on a
These are
daily
the best
basis.
of the best. This is like Holzhauser and guys like that. Like the top 6 players basically
Wade
ever
Wilson.
outside of Ken Jennings.
Oh, cool.
These are the best of the best. So it's the questions are just astronomically impossible.
I don't think I like it less when I don't know the answers.
Oh, really?
I don't think I do.
Yeah.
I do.
not to
I'm
know.
a big fan of Celebrity Jeopardy.
Right, because then it feels, you feel good about yourself.
I could have won.
Right.
Well said, Perry.
You know, like in regular Jeopardy, when the category pops up for Final Jeopardy, you're like,
Right.
I could just change the channel at this point. It's over. But a Celebrity Jeopardy, it'd be like, Beavis's friends. And you're like, I'm going to bet everything I have. It's got to be Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead is all time. All time. There's nothing funnier.
Look, by the way, it's already happened a lot this morning, and I know it's a yearly problem on May 1st, and I just have to deal with it. It's a burden, but it's not my birthday today. It's Jamie Dornan's.
Yeah.
I get it. We
And my
look
daddy's.
almost identical.
Yeah.
We have the same kind of just animal magnetism. I understand it. Again,
What?
so it's not my birthday. It's Jamie Dornan's. How old is Jamie Dornan, who played Christian Grey on 50 Shades of Grey?
He's incredible in the Belfast film, right, Hugs?
Oh, so good, dude.
It's so good.
So good.
He is 73.
No, I think he's my age. I think he's 53.
55.
48.
60.
My doppelganger is 42. You guys
Oh, my
think he's
gosh.
much older?
I do think he's much
He's my
older.
age.
Jamie
They
Dornan is
usually
42.
are.
Here's a weird one. I'm going to see how close you guys get on this. This one's bizarre.
How bizarre.
Happy birthday to the writer and director of Royal Tenenbaums, Grand Budapest Hotel, Isle of Dogs, Rushmore, and more. Wes Anderson has a birthday today. How old do we think director Wes Anderson is?
See, now that guy is definitely my age, I bet. I bet he's 53.
Now I'm
48.
I'm 55.
Yeah, 52.
Parrish nailed it. He's exactly 55 years old.
Oh,
The last one was just okay.
Okay, but I mean, look back.
I liked it.
Tenenbaums came out in 97 or 98,
I'm a
right?
Wes Anderson guy. I love him.
So, but do that math. If he's 55, wasn't Tenenbaums 97 or 98?
Oh, I think it was 99.
Okay, but even so, so it's 25 years ago, which means
early 30s.
He was either
2001.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So good.
So right around
I've had a
30
tough
years
run.
old when that movie came out. That's a pretty big masterpiece for 30 years old.
No
It's
kidding.
so good.
It's wonderful.
They're all good. The latest one was just okay.
I liked it.
All right, last
you
one.
did.
What do we think of this?
You like Speed 2.
A lot of people tweeted this at us because we like to gamble on this show. Did you guys see Dave & Buster's is going to start letting customers gamble on arcade games?
Dude, listen.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I read a giant article in Esquire magazine. Like, Dave & Buster's has become the place to hang out for people our age.
Really?
Yeah. Like adults go there and play games just kind of to relive their youth and kind of blow off steam. Like, how often have you played in your adult Not very often. It's becoming a real thing, Corey.
So check this out. They're going to roll out this. They're going to roll this out over the next handful of months at all 223 locations. You have to be a loyalty member because they're running it through a new feature on their app, and you have to be over 18 to bet. They haven't said exactly which games you'll be able to bet on, but maybe all of them. But a few of them that have been mentioned are skee ball, hot shots, and more. They're planning to limit on how much you can wager, but haven't said what that limit is yet. They expect the average bet to be around $10. So
Have to get a licensing fee and everything for that?
I don't know how this is going to work. And again, I don't know how is it different than, like, let's say Sauce and I go to Dave & Buster's because we're celebrating a Program Password Invitational Championship.
Which will be soon.
Congratulations, guys.
If you and I want to bet $10 on skee ball, I don't know why I necessarily have to have the app. I don't know why I just can't be like, Sauce, bet you $10, winner just Venmo's the winner.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is this because it's like, hey, I walk up to some stranger at Dave & Buster's and say $10 says I can beat you at skee ball?
Hustling somebody at
You know
pool.
what? I bet you're right. I bet that is part of the reason.
I wonder how that works.
I bet they keep stats for you, too, so you can find out how much you won or lost.
Yeah. See, no, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, right.
Parrish, my guess is you'd be good at all this garbage.
Are you good at skee ball?
I love skee
Of course
Yeah,
you
you're
do.
good
Why
at it.
wouldn't
Good
you?
at downhill skiing in the back of my car.
Your mic's on. Your mic's on.
That was just between us, Hawk.
Whatever.
Yeah. So anyway,
That's the wave of the future.
Yeah, that's
well,
fun.
Betting
wait for the state of Minnesota to find a way to stop this.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be legal in
Degenerates.
49 states, and the progressive state of Minnesota, who always seems to be last on the list of progressive ideas,
Correct.
is going to be like, we don't want people gambling at Dave &
Bruins
Buster's.
families, Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
Depends on who the owners of the Dave & Buster's is.
Yeah.
I think.
Surprisingly good food.
I would
at Dave &
guess-
Buster's.
Yeah,
Quite
Dave
that
& Buster's is sweet.
Pretty whaley.
If I had to guess the two people that own Dave & Buster's,
I would guess it's Brian and Wayne. Brian, Dave, and Wayne Busters. Gotcha.
well,
Brian Dave is a great name.
Yeah. Hey, you want another reason to hate my brother?
Yes.
No,
I
I love
mean,
him.
He hates Wes Anderson movies.
Well,
Dov does?
he's dead
Yeah,
to
he
me.
hates them. Yeah, he's
That checks out.
Yeah,
Well,
Dov's
he
an
can drive off a cliff now.
hey, I need somebody to recommend a good TV show or a movie. Who should I ask? I don't know. Ask the guy who hates Wes Anderson and goes to the Gathering of the Juggalos.
That's Dovey.
That's the guy whose taste I want to respect.
This is for you, Dov. Right.
He almost talked hockey into buying one of those Juggalo jerseys.
I really honestly did.
Yeah, you almost bought one.
If they could have delivered it to the hotel that night, I would have worn it to the show the next day.
100%.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
No, you're not.
When was the last time any of you bought anything on eBay? Is that still a thing?
I haven't bought something on eBay
I haven't
in
heard
20
anyone
years.
talk about.
I buy stuff on there all the time.
20
Couple
years.
weeks
Do you
ago.
really?
I actually did a
I've
couple
never
weeks
heard
ago.
eBay anymore.
I like
For my I'm planning ahead for my Halloween costume.
You bought something or actually want to bid it? Do people even bid on stuff on
I
eBay
just
anymore? Or is it
bought
I
just,
just buy
like
it.
Amazon?
Yeah, I just bought it.
To buy now?
It's more like Amazon now. Yeah, I mean, there you can see bids, but I just look for prices cheaper than Amazon and buy it.
And buy it now. Parrish, you're out the door to NHL Network, correct? When can people watch you on the old NHL Network?
I am. I will be on tomorrow night through Saturday night.
That's a long
Tomorrow
shift.
night through Saturday.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, all the way through. I'm going to bring a lot of Red Bull. Thank God I stopped at Holiday.
All right, there you go.
Yeah,
all right,
be careful, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Love you guys. See you next week.
We're working on Parrish's replacement for initials on Friday. Have a couple of cool things in the works. Something might come to fruition. Rosie, you on with Common today?
I am at 2 o'clock.
2
Glad you're
o'clock.
back,
I'm with
buddy.
Common
Hey,
today.
Thank you.
Perry, real quick.
Yes, brother.
Everybody listen. Are you with us next week?
Yes, I am here Wednesday and Friday next week.
Thank you very much.
Now the listeners will remind us.
Yeah.
9 to noon is next. They got Wolves tickets to give away as well. Don't go anywhere. Power Trip back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9, right here on the Fan.
Happy birthday, Dad. Love you.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abby.